right, welcome Wolfpack family. How are you doing today? Happy LionsGate Portal 8-8 today. It's actually going on for a little time frame here. Small time frame. Let's get cleansed. The universe, thank you for this day and time, and whoever hears this message here or later may have a message for them that will help them on their journey. Thank you so much. This area is cleansed. Let's get started. So yeah, I know, right? Quite a few decks here. We got quite a treat here for tonight. Mystical Dream. Unlock the secrets of your dreams. Voice of the Soul's Oracle. What's the Vibe? Grateful Dead. Cries of the Soul Oracle. And Lilith, Queen of the Night Oracle Grimoire. Let's get started. Wolfpack family. Whoops. Wolfpack Collective. Oh, yeah. So, as we do, now that everything's cleansed, we're gonna go ahead and just shuffle everything right off the bat, see what we got, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so let me do this dream one first. I figured it was fitting because during LionsGate Portal, by the way, it's a big manifestation portal. So during this time, highly advise you keep your mind, your emotions, just kind of keep things in as positive alignment as you can, because whatever is, whatever energy you're putting out there at this time, something that can be manifested. I think the top one, not all of these, obviously. Yeah. So, gotta be mindful of what you're putting out there into the universe. Wolfpack Collective, I'm so glad to have you here, and I hope everything is going fantastic for you tonight. Let's see, universe, spirit team, guides, any other messages? Maybe do a couple more shuffles here. Okay, perfect. Let's do what's the vibe. See what's going on up in here. I know I'm feeling pretty good right now, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully you are as well. Anything vibing for the collective today, the Wolfpack Collective? Ooh, I think you may have seen that card, but let's keep it good, keep it moving. Let's see. Anything else here? I have a feeling that one kind of stuck out a little weird. Oh. So today I want to see what things maybe we can release potentially. And this message may be something for someone that may help them to be able to pinpoint and release certain things that they, no longer serving them. So it can help propel them into their manifestations by being able to heal certain parts and, move forward. You know what I mean? Voice of the Soul's Oracle. Any little tidbit message from here? Let's see. I'm gonna honor that. Let's see. Anything else here? Oh, right. Last second, it looks like. Okay, and now we'll do the Oracle. Cries of the Soul Oracle, in fact. Anything here for the collective? I forgot the music today again too. It's okay. Let's see, we'll get that working here in a moment. Anything here? Confirmation beep. No, it's a Bluetooth. Anything else here? Oh, that one came out quick. Any last card or cards? I think that should do it right there, y'all. Okay. Now, Lilith, Queen of the Night Oracle Grimoire. Anything here that needs to be focused on for the collective, person or persons in the collective. And then after this, we have one more to shuffle. Anything here, message-wise, for anybody. Oh! Universe guides. Lilith, actually, I think these cards came out by accident. I didn't even see that. Oh! Oh! This one. Yep, that was the one I saw that came out. Any other insights? Lilith, even. This is your deck, named after you. Ooh, okay. That one, and I think that should do it right there. Now, last but not least, the Grateful Dead. Heterodox. I got a lot of cards here, y'all, right now, so we'll figure it out, as we go. This is intended to be, we'll see how long it's gonna be. We'll see. I'm in for the ride, y'all. I'm in for the ride. Let's see. LionsGate Portal. Woo woo! Yeah. Should be able to feel the energy, y'all. Anything from this deck here? Not yet, it seems. I'll do a few more shuffles, and if anything, see what happens. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Did you see that? And then after this, oh, and then I think that should do it right there. Yes. Boom. Thank you. So let's jump right into it, everyone. Dun, 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 dun. Move these out of the way. Exactly. You hear that? That's what I'm talking about. That means time to rock and roll right here now. Rock and roll all night and party every day. I think the song says something like that. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. All right. And excellent. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Cue the music. It is beginning now. So, start with what the vibe is going on right now. Burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. Clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways. Wow. The music is like so fitting. Like, what's going on in the universe? Possibilities. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind. Believe in yourself. Turn this down a little bit. And then toxic. Drama. Arguments. Incompatible. All right. Let's see what little messages we got here. And the voice of the soul. Karmic message. Whoo, boy. Literally, not gonna lie, that's the kind of like the feelings I was getting when I was reading this. I'm like, seeing clingy, old exes, and burned bridges, turned back on, toxic, karmic message there. So far, learning, yes. So far, it looks like whoever this is for, they are learning something, and definitely straight from source too. Look at that. Probably had to have a lot of like reunion with source in a way. Perhaps this person kind of lost himself in the relationship. Who knows? All about respect. Respecting not only the other person, but respecting yourself first and foremost. Because it's all about you. You know what I mean? You and the universe are one. So you got to remind yourself, we are divine beings, just the way that we are. See what we have. Lilith Oracle Grimoire. Lilith and Taurus. Self-nurturing. I deserve comfort and take time to nurture myself with the pleasures of life without guilt. Continue. Womb. Ancestors. In the womb of my lineage, I honor and heal the ancestral wounds that are within me. That's so powerful. Air, clarity. The wind sweeps away doubt, clarifying and freeing my thoughts to choose my path. Okay. Put it like such here. Let's do the cries of the soul oracle now. These are the shadows. Self-evasion. And the mantra to integrate the shadow. I accept myself as I am. Fighting the outside world. I embrace tenderness from the outside world. And self-sabotage. I trust in renewal and in the steps I take towards the future. Okay. Let's continue. I kind of see where this is going. It seems like definitely someone is on a reflective journey right now. Let's see what we have in the tarot. Attic. This looks like the, yes, ninth card. Forgive me, I'm trying to think of the correlation here, but just the symbolism and the imagery looks like someone that's just tired and looking at all this love here. This person may be trying to keep an open heart and open love, but it being the reverse, it may have a hard time, you know, probably having to do with all this hurt, perhaps. For the bears, and I believe this one would be the pentacles. So I think this person is keeping a lot of things to themselves. That's definitely the vibe that I'm getting. It's as a way of securing one's sanity, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because notice how this person's like, you know, I mean, obviously Grateful Dead, you know, but it seems like, let me just hold on to all this. It's like comfort, you know, trying to protect oneself. Musician here. And this is here, it looks like the, okay, I see. This, I believe, this is the Fool card, I believe, because it's the number one card in the tarot. This person, I feel, is definitely on a, I believe it was upside down. We're going to continue there. They're on the verge of a new beginning. But I think it has to do with some of this healing and karmic lessons that need to be fully integrated first before getting on this journey. And I think this journey is what's going to help burst open the heart space. And they're probably, this is like keeping the eye on the prize is what it looks like to me. Someone that's like wanting to have this like grand heart to share with the world. And the Five of Skulls here. That looks so cool. And I believe this is the, I think this is that wands energy, that fire energy, perhaps. Or it could be, Still trying to remember the correlations. Let's do these last two here of the dream deck. Angel. So if these right here essentially is like if you were to come across these symbolisms in your dreams, what it could potentially mean. So as we are, I don't know if it cut off, hopefully it didn't cut off there. Yes, as we are getting into the night and we sleep, we never know what may show up in our dreams. It says, symbolize the protection, divine guidance, and unconditional love. Dreaming of an angel suggests you're supported by a higher spiritual force. It reminds you that you're not alone, with guidance and love available, especially in difficult times. The angel encourages trust in your spiritual path and openness to the love and peace the universe offers. And lastly, clothes. Clothes symbolize your external identity and self-presentation. Dreaming of clothes reflects your self-image and societal roles. Old or ill-fitting clothes may suggest you are out of alignment with your true self or conforming to others' expectations. The dream encourages you to shed false facades and express your authentic self more fully. You probably hear me say a lot, y'all, about being your authentic self and don't let nobody ever dim your light. You know what I mean? Because you are divine representation of source just the way that you are. And that doesn't mean that we don't have lessons and things to learn. So let's see what we got overall as a general spread here. The energy I'm getting here is definitely someone or some people that are going through a process of healing. I feel that I think this person may be stuck on, this energy is like someone that hasn't fully healed or let go or made closure, or it's something because we get this energy. This energy is very prominent here. Old exes, dead relationships, turned back on burned bridges. Can't help but to think that these are hand in hand, and that someone either, it sounds like it's a relationship that was in the past. Maybe this person or people could be in a no contact period right now. But it seems that whatever this situation was, it could have been potentially pretty, well, toxic, but karmic though at the same time. Like I felt that it was something that their souls had chosen to learn because they needed to learn certain lessons. And it could have been through ancestral karma, something passed down from your ancestors, that maybe through a relationship it took certain karmic relationships to be able to learn certain lessons. Because I feel definitely, the good, what we perceive as good or bad that happened in a person's life is there's a reason for everything. You know what I mean? And I think this person here is learning kind of like the way that the universe is working and the reasons for why things have happened the way that they've happened. So I feel there's definitely a big air of clarity, literally, like this card says, sweeping away doubts, clarifying and freeing the thoughts to choose a path. So this person probably, through whether the no contact separation or wherever the case is now in a position where they are at least acknowledging certain things that are probably keeping them back. And it's probably having to do a lot with some of this older energy of their past relationship and through hurts, which is, hey, it's completely valid, especially if there wasn't. I feel that sometimes if closure is something that a person seeks on a subconscious, unfortunately the reality is that we may never receive a type of closure that we expect. And the mind maybe will jump onto another thing and another thing to think, and then seek it'll be like a cycle of continuous seeking closures, you know what I mean? And sometimes the reality of it is probably being brought up in our forefront of our mind so we can just accept things for the way that they are, even if you never end up getting that closure that you seek or that you somewhat desire. But there's an acceptance that, even without said closure or whatever the case is, or more clarity on something, information, I know that their possibilities are endless. And then if I can help integrate these things and heal these things, that I don't have to rely on anybody outside of myself to give me the clarity and understanding and acceptance that I need. That it's everything within you, within oneself. And that right there is a big step. Not only it will help you with connecting with source, but not only are you respecting the dynamic by focusing on yourself and your healing, but it's respecting you. Because if you can respect and love yourself, to be willing to be real with yourself and know the things that you have to let go and you have to heal. I mean, if it's possible, obviously, to make closure on certain things without causing any drama. We don't want more toxic elements. And also, nostalgia is something to be careful of, because nostalgia could potentially get you thinking of only the good things, but not the reasons why one or both people mutually agreed upon ending said connection, if that's what it is. I'm definitely getting heavy relationship, intimate, romantic vibes here. And what was I saying earlier about past karma? Womb, ancestors. In the womb of my lineage, I honor and heal the ancestral wounds that are within me. So it kind of makes me think, if you ever see a situation where they say like they look at someone's life and they see like maybe this person has had a hard life, right? And they're like, this person is so nice, or whoever the case is. And sometimes they're like, I can't even imagine like how things would happen in the way that they did for said person. You know what I mean? But, sometimes it's not even, sometimes it could be ancestral karma. You know what I mean? That then this life ends up kind of taking over and transmuting, but then is rewarded for it. But sometimes that means going through some trenches and stuff and learning things the hard way sometimes. This person is shedding off old clothes, shedding off things that are no longer serving them. Another reminder of unconditional love that not only your angelic protection has, but your guides as a whole have for you. And it's probably this person here has gone to the point where they become so guarded. And I feel that this past dynamic probably, and I feel for this person. I just saw 2111 on the timer, but I'd imagine that there's some level of hurt, and sometimes in a dynamic where things may have just ended abruptly or whatever the case is, take what resonates, leave the rest. I understand how difficult it could be, where it's like certain answers, you never receive answers to certain questions that you may have, and that's where kind of I feel people get, including myself, or just, I think in some way, shape or form, everyone may have experienced something like that, where it ends up in a feedback loop. You see what I'm saying? And I think the lack of acceptance of these things is also fighting the outside world. And it's tough, y'all, sometimes, and in a dopamine-rich society, I feel this shadow is definitely very prominent. Self-evasion, accepting oneself as they are. Do you know truly how you, Wolfpack Collective, do you know how special you are? I hope you know that, because you are a beautiful, wonderful, divine being that is full of infinite possibilities. You are limitless, just the way that you are. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. I think this may be the swords energy, by the way, because kind of what I'm getting here is that this person may be going through a dark night of the soul, where like their thoughts are going in like so many different directions. You know what I'm saying? That's literally just kind of broken them down potentially to an extent where they feel very guarded, but they have their eye on the prize. And I feel this is someone that's definitely very spiritual and tuned in, where they know that a horizon of a new beginning is just around the corner. They just need to stop self-sabotaging themselves to be able to get there. Getting to this, I don't think we touched on this card here, to self-nurturing. I deserve comfort and take time to nurture myself with the pleasures of life without guilt. Which means giving yourself the time to rest from time to time. Giving yourself the time to meditate, relax, have things that you love to do that's going to provide you peace and healing and comfort that will help you through whatever transition that you may be going through. Just know that the transition is here and the transition is now. What are you going to manifest and take with you into your new reality? That's the question to think about. So, anyways, Wolfpack Collective, I think that's all I have for today. Happy LionsGate Portal. Make sure that despite, just anything that may be coming up, much love and peace, positive energy your way, and, get ready for wonderful manifestations. You know what I mean? Get yourself in a positive mindset and keeping yourself in that energy so that it may multiply that positivity and that abundance, because we are abundant just as we are. So, I love you, Wolfpack family, Wolfpack Collective. Please like, share, subscribe, and share with anybody you know. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye for now.